I want to welcome you to Dream Chasers Radio with me, your host, Yaya Diamond. What's up, peoples? How you doing? It is a great day, and I'm so very excited to be here. I have a return guest.
Yes,
Today we have Dr. Mitra on the line today, and she wrote another book. Welcome to the show.
I am Maya, and my full name, you know that it's Dr. Maya Mitra, and I have a MD and PhD, and I did help and take care of sickle cell children in Auckland. It is UCSF Benny Hoff Medical Center at Auckland, and I wrote several scientific paper, and whole group has been developed a protocol which is being followed in United States and abroad. Besides that, I have several hobbies like writing. I'm a poet. I'm a published author, poet, uh, classical Indian classical dancer, and I play classical piano, though I am not a concert pianist. That's all about me.
That is it? You sure? You've done so much in your life, and now you can add published author more than one time to your name.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Look, I mean, okay, so I'm so happy for you, and it's just such a pleasure to have you back here talking about another book that you've written, Echoes of the Past. Tell me about this book.
Actually, I just wrote about two gentlemen, one who lived in between 15th to 16th century, and he lived in Florence, and his name will be keep on going. He is a famous sculptor. I took it, and then another person who is actually my friend, who is a neurosurgeon, and I thought that both are artists in a different way. Like he was a sculptor, famous sculptor, and he's a neurosurgeon who did some technique where the patient can no longer live in the disability, walk after the surgery and live whatever life left to them. So I thought this is an artistry, and both had very difficult childhood. The sculptor also had very difficult childhood because his father passed away at 14 years old, and then he just continued and he flourished, and his name will be still going on. And this neurosurgeon also had a very unfortunate situation. He couldn't go to school. He is to sell fruits at the fruit stand and try to help his family and help himself. So from that stage, he is a famous neurosurgeon. Queen Elizabeth gave him the honor of OBE, Order of British Empire. So you can see from where he came and where he is now.
Wow. Wow. That is just amazing. I mean, oh wow, that's huge. That is huge. That is really big. I mean to get those accolades are just almost virtually impossible to be seen. I mean, okay, so why did you write this book?
I just I just love to write. First of all, that's what I wrote, and I thought that that I wouldn't take which everybody knows Michelangelo, so I will take somebody who is he's famous, but everybody doesn't know doesn't take his name often. So I take him, and I it's fascinated me how he was from 14 years old. He struggled and became, and he is the first one who did sculpt that the sculpture could stand without backrest, and
Mm,
he used to say come alive. He wanted to give the expression to the sculpture so that the sculpture smile in pain and all these things. So it fascinated me when I saw his sculpture, and his sculpture, like he will do the children who are real children, actually, not adults in a children's clothes. So that fascinated me very much. And then, of course, this neurosurgeon who was struggling to become somebody, survive in this world, didn't have even a one meal a day. And then from that stage, he became a neurosurgeon to be very famous and renowned all over the world.
Wow. Wow. And this is a true story.
This is all based on the true story.
Mm. So you say based on the true story. Now, okay, so
Yeah, I have my fantasy. I have to.
oh, I was getting ready to ask you now.
I have to make them decorated and my fantasy, and I have to do that. Otherwise, why should the readers will read? Actually,
Yeah.
it's I'm not writing a biography, which will be boring. So I have my fantasy, and and through this, I am teaching history. I am just decorating this in a whole true history and offering to the readers to read it so that they know the true history from my
Mm.
book.
So it's history mixed in with a little bit of fantasy.
Yes.
Mm, I like it. What kind of fantasy?
It's just decorating them, a little bit, that, like I'm describing them, how they are walking, how they are talking to themselves when they're frustrated, what happened, and they sometimes they scream and telling people themselves that it's nothing happening, and they have every day they walk in their life with their emotions and things like that. So that is, but what I don't know what happened, how they were doing this, but I was them at, I made myself themselves to have their fantasy and their pain and the sorrows and happiness which I thought I am feeling it, and that's why it came through my pen. It,
Wow. I mean, okay, so how did this change you? Because, as we write about people and we write about truth, but then we mix in a little bit of fantasy into it because we don't know the entire story. Obviously, you weren't there. But what I'm saying is, did this change your perspective at all?
yes, it did. It did that. You can do anything. You can do anything, if you have this inspiration and will to do it, that I will be this, so you can do it. That's the whole uh, idea of this book. The people should read it. I mean, it is not for the children, but young adults could also read it and have the inspiration that whatever situation they are, they can go through it and reach their goal and never give up.
Mm, mm, mm.
And
We were talking about that.
there were so many failures and frustration in their lives, but they kept on going.
Mm, I was talking about that this week. The power of a positive mindset. Even though you're going through trials and tribulations, you keep going. You don't give up. That is amazing, amazing. So this has helped you to keep going as well. Do we have another book on the horizon?
Yes, it is. There will be a short stories coming, and I'm writing that. There are three, or already wrote some, and then there is a few more to come. The next one will be short stories and other short stories.
I love it. I love it, Doctor. Thank you so much for being on the show. How can people find this book, Echoes of the Past?
It is in Amazon and the bookstore, Barnes and Nobles, and also I heard that it is in the big bookstores in Waterstones, Piccadilly in London. I just heard just now, and I just have difficulty even pronouncing that big name. And also in my website, I have a website if they can find it. So. In,
I am so happy for you. I am
Thank
so
you.
happy for you. This is so beautiful. This is so wonderful, doctor. Thank you so much for coming back and sharing this with us. This is just such a pleasure. You guys, we're going to put the link for Echoes of the Past in the description box below by Dr. Maya Milter Dawes. And she's coming back because she's got some more stuff she's got to tell us. I love it. I love it.
Thank
I
you
love
very
it.
much.
Thank
Thank you.
you. And
Thank you.
thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to dare to be different. But most of all, don't forget to go check out that book, Echoes of the Past. Until next time, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Wow. Doctor, you go, girl.
Okay.